Hey traders, Akil Stokes here and welcome back to another weekend review video. If this is your first time joining me, I just want to say I appreciate you finding my YouTube page. Just to give you an idea of who I am a full-time professional currency trader. I am also a trading educator at tradingpower.com where I do a few things as I run training courses, I do live rooms, I'm a major part of the syndicate program, which is like a virtual prop firm, and well, I stay busy, but thank you for joining me. And each week I try to give you guys a video essentially recapping the week that was in buy trading and hopefully educating you a little bit during the process. Now, for those of you that have been with me for a while, again, thank you for all the support. Thank you for each time you like, subscribe, and share these videos. And congratulations on the big winner from last week. If you guys remember, in last week I did a video called The Week That Was in the Euro, where I broke down how I traded the euro dollar during our technical trader workshop. And well, during that video I said, here is what is most likely to happen next. And take a look for yourself. All right, you guys see it yet? We're looking at a potential advanced pattern completion. And if I do something like this, I'm going to take a shortcut because, again, I'm a little tired. No flight drawing all this on. I'm going to bring on my Constellation software, the one I showed you guys today in the live room or in the technical trader workshop, and apply that to my chart, and boom. You can see we have a potential bat pattern completion down at 105.28. So it's about 120 something pips away. So plenty of time for you to watch this video, plenty of time for you to get your orders set up, go through your trading plan, see where do targets go, where do stops go, and look to take advantage of this pattern. So once again, gang, you can see the bat pattern here on the euro dollar, and this was a rather pain-free trade. And you can see if I bring my Fibonacci retracement tool on from my A leg all the way to my D leg, we rode all the way up to target 1 for about 200 pips. Boom. And then even a little more. Now, I did not personally get involved in this trade. If you guys remember, I said it was a little bit outside of my risk profile, meaning that the risk on there, I trade a rather big portfolio. So I need to stay within certain risk parameters, not to overexpose myself. And this one didn't meet that criteria. So I didn't personally get the benefit off it. We did have a very good 26-18 type trade on this pair in the syndicate this week, so I did make a little money off of that. But I want to share this with you because I've been getting email after email and message after message saying, Keel, thank you for sharing with me this opportunity. I made so much money off of it. And well, congrats for taking it, but only if it met your plan. Here's the deal. If you only took this trade because you saw me say it in the video and you're like, well, Keel says it's a good trade, so I got to take it. That's not, you're not going to be able to record that as what I consider to be a good trade. Remember, good trades and bad trades have nothing to do with did you make money, did you lose money. A good trade is a trade where you followed your plan 100%. A bad trade is a trade where you didn't. And if you made some money off of this, good, but in the long run, that can come back to bite you in the butt. And I remember a story I heard from a good trader friend of mine. I was actually in a mastermind program with him. He's over from the UK. And, well, one of the things, his big story was, he was in a trade. The trade was going bad. He left work angry. And long story short, he came home. His broker called him and said, man, you got to close out this position. You're up, this many euros or whatever. It was a massive amount of money. And he closed it out, and it was by far his most profitable trade. And it was at that point where he had the decision. He said, well, I know I got lucky. I'm going to admit that. It wasn't skill at all. I got lucky. Am I going to take that lucky trade, become overconfident, add some more to my trading account, and potentially blow it all? Or am I going to take that money I made from it, invest it in education, and more importantly, invest it in myself and really learn how to trade? Therefore, I'm not relying on luck anymore, but I'm actually going to build a skill so I can do this consistently. And for you, this guy has a pretty good life. He trades in the morning, he golfs during the afternoon, and rides on yachts all day. So he made the right decision. But again, for you guys that just followed it, you got to write this down as a bad trade if it didn't meet your plan. I think that's very important to emphasize. Now, Aside from the euro dollar, one of the big trades we had this week was on the Aussie dollar. And real quick, I'll give you a flashback video to a live room session on Tuesday where I told the traders, where we broke down the trade essentially. Here, have a look at this as well. Now, what caught my attention is the fact that we held this level 3 times. We came down to this 75.50 level, 75.60 level, held it once, tried to spike through, held it twice, tried to spike through again yesterday, and we got a very, very nice daily close back up in this level. So price action is telling me that there is some buying pressure down here. Would you guys agree? The bulls are supporting this level, right? The fact that we haven't been able to break through it, we tried 1, 2, 3 times and failed. Also, for you guys that are into the RSI, you've got some divergence here. 1 on a three test. 1, 2, 3. You guys see this? Bullish divergence. Yep, we're seeing a double bottom. On that last test of structure, again, here was our last test on the daily. We came down. We tested that level again. You can see my DSR level is giving me a nice support zone. RSI went oversold. We then got a slight retracement. We got a retest of that structure level. That retest held on this red candle. And what I did was I entered next bar market. So as soon as this candle closed, and well, technically not next bar market, I saw it when I woke up, so I was a little bit late. But when this red bar closed right here, I got long based on this double bottom at support. And for you guys that are CTS traders, you've got higher time frame analysis, you've got major structure, you've got RSI overbought, you've got RSI divergence, you've got retested structure. You're putting in about a CTS 5. So I'm long Aussie dollar right here on the 4-hour time frame, looking for all right, so as you can see, if I get this back over here, as you can see, the Aussie dollar trade went pretty well. Here was our double bottom down here. I'm actually going to go down to a 60-minute chart just to give you guys a clearer look at this. Our double bottom came right down here, and this was a very, I like to call it a very professional trade, and I want to call it professional trade just because it required patience, it required discipline. I wrote a blog post this week about it actually got really good ratings, really good reviews on it. I was telling traders that although I'm a professional trader, although I'm consistently profitable, I still experience the same emotions that you guys do. And really, one of those emotions that I experience, one of the hardest things for me to deal with is having positions on the board, going to sleep and waking up to the unknown. I'm over here in America, so I'm fast asleep during the London session, and the London session, especially the open, is one of the busiest times for trading. So I often wake up not knowing what happened. Did news come out? Were there a big pop here? Was there a decline here? I have no idea. So having these positions held overnight, I always wake up to nervous about checking my computer. Now I'm at the point in my career where I don't let those nerves influence my trading. I don't get emotional, and I'm just going to close out before the overnight and take my 20 pips. I stick with it, but I still experience it, and it's important to know that it doesn't go away, guys. I am human, despite what you've seen me do in the live room. Those emotions don't go away. I just know how to control them and not let them affect my trading. But this was a very emotional trade because, well, if I click the right button here, I got involved right down here, 75.50s, around this area, I believe it was. And you can see the market shot straight up. We went all the way up from 75.50s to about to essentially about 76.50s, almost 100 pips. You can see 90 pips right here. And the market's moving your direction. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green candles in a row. You're like, oh, I'm the man. I called it. I got the absolute bottom. This is going my way. Here comes the big pip win. What am I going to buy the wife today? And you get so excited, and then you wake up and you see this. Boom. We decline all the way back down in the previous structure, where now you went from being up 90 pips to being up 30, and it's very tough to deal with. The initial response that many undisciplined traders do is, the move has been made. Let me just take out my 30 pips because it's obvious that the market's going to roll against me and stop me out. And 30 pips is better than 0 pips, right? Have you guys been there before? Give me a yes if you've been there. I think we've all been there. And this is where it's important to have a real knowledge of what you're looking at, a real knowledge of reading price action, and basically the stuff that we talked about in the technical trader workshop, knowing how to identify the trend, knowing how to identify when the trend is broken, knowing techniques like the 2618 trade. Because you see, for you guys that know about the 2618, we had our double bottom right down here, boom, boom. We broke and closed above. We came back to retest. This is nothing more than the 2618 trade. And if in the back of our minds we know that the 2618 is a profitable strategy, then guess what? There's no fear. There's no need to escape the market. There's no need to take profits early. We're just saying, okay, well, the market gave some relief. That's expected. We're loading up a 2618. This is another valid trading opportunity. There's no reason for me to exit my position. I'm going to hold on and look for price action to hit my initial targets. And, well, for those traders that took profits out early, congratulations on your 30 pips. Great job. For you guys that held on, you got at least 100 pips on this trade, all depending on how far you were taking it. I know in the syndicate, Jason and I, we've only been trading a single target position, mainly to make it easier on the syndicate members that are coming in. We got a lot of new members that it just confuses them when we do, hey, we're taking half off here, half off there, averaging a position here, adding a position there. Their brain explodes and they come out worse than they went in. So we try to make it simple as possible. Here's where I'm entering, here's where I'm exiting, one position, get in, get out. So I ended up banking about 125 pips off this, but I do have clients that I work with that are still holding on, and they are up over 200 pips on this trade. In fact, they're up about, almost 300 pips on this trade, and they're ready, they're locked and loaded to stop and reverse if this potential bat pattern fills at 78.91. Now ask yourselves, guys, for you guys that took the 30 pips, was it worth it? Was it worth taking 30 pips and leaving 270 on the board? Oh, but Akil, the market could have easily went down and went against us, so I was doing the safe route. No, you weren't doing the safe route. You were scared. You got scared out of a trade. You scared yourself out of a trade. And there's no excuse for that. Coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? Right? When you do your testing, when you train yourself on this, you understand the probabilities of what you're trading. You understand risk-reward ratio. You understand exactly what you need to do and why your plan is important. And for traders that really lock into that really understand that, you've benefited. And now you can take 3 or 4 losses and it won't even dent your account because you put so much money in your bag to begin with. But again, it's a reason why so many traders fail. For you guys that are in the syndicate, I hope you watched Jason's syndicate war room video this morning. He went on a terrific rant. Again, if you haven't watched that, make sure you watch that. A terrific rant about, traders that think they know. They think they haven't figured it out until they actually do it. And it's a common mistake to think you've got it locked down and think you're taking a shortcut, and then harsh reality strikes. And I'm not going to get too much into that, but we just see it too many times. So hats off to those who are disciplined enough to stay in this. If this was your first time, this is one of those trades where you take a picture of it, you hang it up, and you write on top, this is what patience and discipline gets me. This is what following my plan allows me to do. And I guarantee whenever you think about breaking your rules again, you're going to look at that picture and say, well, last time when I followed it, this is what happened. And hopefully it's a turning point in your career. So I forgot what else I wanted to talk about here. I kind of got off track. I think that's about it. We're doing pretty good in the syndicate this week, Jason and I. Last I checked, we were up about 280 pips. Now, we both have some positions on the table, so that can change by the time tomorrow comes, but a pretty darn good week so far. So I think that's enough for today. That's enough to let marinate. Do me a favor, guys. Before you head out, make sure you make sure you subscribe to this video, and make sure you go over and check out our new and improved website at tradingpower.com. Darren did a great job of creating this. There's all sorts of stuff. There's Learn to Trade, where there's tons of free content on there. There's products and services for you guys interested in training courses. And of course, if you're a trader that's on the edge, if you're stuck in, say, that conscious incompetence section of trading, make sure you fill out this free trader assessment. That way we can look at it and we can kind of pinpoint what needs to be changed in your trading, what action you need to take in order to get on that path to becoming consistently profitable. So that's it for this week, guys. I will see you guys next week, same time, same place. Syndicate members, of course, I'll see you tomorrow. Live room members, I will see you tomorrow as well. And until then, plan your trade, trade your plan. Good luck in these harsh markets out there. Take care.